Ladies and gentlemen, you're tuned in to the Airport Live Lunch, Nachum Segal Network. 3 minutes past the hour. It's probably somewhere in the 80s outside today. With us via telephone, ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Britain, the UK, should be the one and only Eitan Freilich.
Hey, hello. Nice to finally speak.
Eitan Freilich, how are you, my friend?
I'm great, Baruch Hashem. How you doing?
Baruch Hashem. You know,
I can see you looking great. I'm watching.
We tried to see if Eitan can live Facebook while I live Facebook, but it didn't quite work out. But at least one of us is viewable.
Next time.
Eitan, I must tell you, you have some amazing fans out there from the feedback we've seen on both during the programs, both the 9 at 9 and the Airport Live Lunch, on Twitter, Facebook. I mean, how have you accumulated so many fans in such a short time?
They really are amazing. I guess it's through the music, right? Good music brings good fans.
Definitely. I see here I got a message from Gabrielle Steinbach saying, when you interview Eitan, please tell him his number one fan from London sends his warmest regards. And wishes him much hatzlacha for the upcoming music video.
Oh man. Yeah, you've caught me at a very busy time. It's very exciting.
So you just got back. You just got back from Eretz Yisrael. Where are you off to today? I hear you're boarding another airplane.
So I actually just got back on Sunday, and I had an exam, had to take my final exam for my degree on Tuesday, and then I thought, you know what, today I'm going to have a day for myself, and then tomorrow I'm flying again back to Israel to start shooting the film.
Oh, you're shooting your video in Israel?
Yeah, it's all happening, yeah.
So who are you shooting with?
So here's the story. With the music video, Mendy Pelin wrote the script. Okay. And then we've got an amazing production team of Aaron Orion, but it's directed by, his production team.
Ola Malay.
Correct, yeah. And it's being directed by Hadassah Chen, who directed the Shweki Et Record video.
Oh, wow. So you have an all-star team there.
It's brilliant. So it's not Mendy Pelin's script. She's rewritten the script based on his script. So it's going to be a really interesting experience. It's not all finalized, which is true to form for an Israel production, because nothing is exactly planned until we get there.
Well,
it's funny,
because we have a British guy that came to America for an American production on the album, and now when he's doing a music video, he's going to the other side of the world. What do you have against Britain?
Well, listen, the song is I'm Yisrael Chai, and that's the song we're going to do it for, and the only place to do it is in Israel.
No, definitely. If that's the situation, then that's the song you're doing. Sediments is right. That's definitely what you should be doing, and that's where you should be filming it.
100%.
We are Facebooking live right now. We have Yorli Dickman, composer, producer, arranger extraordinaire, tuned in, Shai Barak, and more. So we're going to see if we got any questions from our viewers and listeners here on the app. I have a question here. How did you get started? When did you first begin to have the idea of playing around with an album?
It's an amazing question. I get asked this quite a lot. So actually originally started, I was speaking to Yossi Green, and I wasn't thinking of doing an album. I was thinking of just putting out a single. And I spoke to Yossi Green and I spoke to Yochi Briskman. Both of them encouraged me more to move into making an album. And then once I had the idea of doing the album, they told me I need to look for a producer. And I spoke to you quite a lot, and I spoke to Simon Cowell, and both of you advised me very much to speak to Avi Newmark, who ended up working with me and introducing me to all these composers. And he introduced me to Eitan Freilich, and he introduced me to everyone in the industry from there, with a lot of guidance from you, with a lot of guidance from Simon Cowell, and it was that's kind of how it all started.
Well, that's definitely a big journey, but I mean...
You remember, it was about a year ago, right? I called you about a year ago to discuss.
Oh, yeah, a little bit more than a year ago, yeah. I mean, this was...
Yeah.
I'm sure you didn't expect a year and a half ago that this would be as long of a journey as it was. And
you know what? And it's still ongoing. It hasn't even stopped. It's still going.
But the question is, I guess I would ask you, regardless of the music videos, is this something you see yourself doing now in the future? This music is going to be your life? You're going to be releasing albums? Or is this a one-time try?
No, 100%. Like, I'll tell you, we brought out the album and it's been amazing. I've seen video clips of people dancing to songs in Latvia. Ari Goldwag just brought out the a cappella version, and he included Halayla, one of the songs from my album, on his album.
Right.
It's been reprinted in England. I've been signing copies in Israel. It's been in nearly like the Mishpacha, the Hamadir, nearly every media outlet it's been in. It's been incredible. Like, I've seen clips of people singing it over Lag BaOmer, singing songs from the album. I get clips nearly daily. iTunes, I can list it. It was iTunes for quite a while. It's just been an incredible experience, and it's something that this is what I want to do. This is what I've been given a maton. I want to keep doing it.
I could definitely hear that. Adam Sash on Twitter says, loving this interview, excited for the video. So now, if expectation is going to be that high right now, how do you make sure that the video is going to be one of the best things that people are going to see?
If you look at the album, we spent a long time on it with the album. We spent a long time. We want to make sure we get good quality. We didn't release it for a while because we wanted to make sure it was the best that it could be. So it's going to be the same with the video. It's very important to have the right team. Do you know what's great? I have Hadassah, who's an incredible director, and I flew to Israel last week just to sign the papers and to meet her. Mm-hmm. And I went also a couple of weeks ago just to meet her so she could understand me. She could bring the best out in me. She could bring the best out in the lyrics. It's all about the lyrics for me. To bring out the song, and that's actually why I wanted to meet all the composers, because I wanted to speak, and I met as many as I could, and I spoke to every single composer when we brought out the album, so I wanted to understand their intentions when they wrote it, because ideally, when they write a song, their aim is to inspire, to be mechazik, and I have to transfer that over. So it's the same with the video. I need to transfer over what Eli Schwab was thinking when he wrote Yisrael Chai, and I need to try and give that over to the viewers.
Interesting. You should know when Yisrael Chai was going strong in the 9 at 9, Eli sent me a text message about how he got the guy to write the lyrics and how it was such a unique story that a friend of his that he hasn't spoken to in years just touched base with him, was a little bit more modern than him, and he helped him write the lyrics. Yeah, it was
incredible.
Yeah.
I have to tell you, can I tell you a quick story? I was on Friday night. I was at the David Citadel in Yerushalayim. I don't know if you know the living room, the dining hall is overlooking the whole of Yerushalayim, and it's really, really beautiful. And around us, there were loads of tables. There were American visitors, there were Israeli visitors, there was a table of Yeshiva Bochrim, it was incredible. And in front of us, our table, there was a whole table of Sephardim and Moroccans, and it was beautiful. They were singing their Zemiros, they were singing songs, and then we'd sing a song, and then they'd sing a song, we'd sing a song, and it was really funny. We'd have a lot of banter. They were giving me a lot of arak. They were offering me a lot of it, and it was a beautiful moment where we were all singing each other's songs. And then I looked around the room, and I saw that all the other tables were all singing along with us. It wasn't just our table and their table. Everyone was joining along, and I don't know what got into me. I really don't know what got into me, but I stood up, and I just started singing, Yisrael Chai, Yisrael Chai, and the whole dining room, it was singing together, and it was a beautiful moment. For me, that was like the peak. That was like amazing. And then what happened was even worse. The balabos of the Sephardi table stood up, and he got the whole. He was like going shh, shh. The whole room was quiet. And he said, now you sing your version. And it was incredible. I just started singing. And when it got to the chorus, everyone was singing together. And it was beautiful. Everyone was singing together. Literally, none of us had met each other. We were just singing together. But it was even more beautiful that we were singing it overlooking Yerushalayim. So for me, that was like incredible. That was a story. So Yisrael Chai really did do very well.
Oh, that sounds spectacular. Tell me, Eitan, what was it like working with Avi Newmark? I mean, it must have been daunting a little bit, because here's this guy, brought David Gabay to the forefront, brought Benny Friedman to the forefront, has been involved in several projects with big names, and he's interested in you. Now, granted, you're a client that's hiring him, but I mean, he must have been intimidating a little bit, no?
Yeah, it was brilliant. I have to say, 100%. You're right. At the beginning, I was intimidated, 100%. Then I met him, and I realized, you know what? He's he knows exactly what he's talking about. And I didn't let him get away with everything. There was a lot of things that we discussed, but ultimately, he was usually right on most things. And do you know what? You said that I hired him. I've learned something, that Avi Newmark won't just accept anyone. That's what I've learned. He's a guy for quality. You said it before about the video. How would I make sure I get high quality? This guy, Avi Newmark, only wants quality. And so does Eitan Freilich as well. Equally as talented. They're both talented in different ways, and they both want quality. So for me, I had a great team, and Avi he had a wealth of experience, and he gave incredible advice. He still does. We're very good friends. We still text. We're looking at options for doing the next album.
Wow.
From the day after the album came out, we started looking for more songs. We're still looking for songs.
Well, we're happy to see that. Yehuda Bradley is writing in from Eretz Yisrael. Please tell Eitan that his album is amazing, especially Halayla, Segal, and Yisrael Chai. Thanks.
Thank you, Yehuda. Thank you.
So
it's actually great because I got to meet Ari Goldwag, and we've also become very good friends. I speak to him quite often as well, and he wrote Halayla and he wrote Ko'ama.
He did?
So, two brilliant songs.
Was that a picture of you with a long beard and him with a long beard during Spira?
Well, I couldn't grow my beard properly.
Right. I see Judy on the app, who's a big fan of yours. She helps pushes you, says she's glad to finally hear you in person. And I guess she's waiting for you to do a show over here in New York somewhere.
Well, I hope to come to New York. Nothing's planned, nothing's confirmed, but I do hope potentially to be in New York in July. So that will also be exciting, and hopefully I'll get to meet a lot of you.
Well, we are definitely looking forward. Would you believe that me and Eitan have never met in person yet, ladies and gentlemen? Not
yet. Either yet. We will. Emir Hashem, we will.
That just shows you what you can do with technology. You can speak to people around the world. You can help them and give them advice, but you never have to actually meet anybody. I remember when I was in Israel 2 years ago, it was the first time that I actually met Shai Barak, Tzuda Greenwald, Shua Fried, all these guys. I've been talking to them for years and playing their music, but sometimes you don't get to hear everybody. Anyways, Eitan, I'd like to thank you. I'd like to wish you much hatzlacha. Is there a website, by the way, for you, Eitan?
Yes, efmusic.co.uk.
EF
Eitan Freilich music.co.uk.
.co.uk. Albums available on iTunes. In-stores available from Aderet Music on mostlymusic.com as well. Eitan, I was trying to pick a song to play you out with today. I know which song you probably thought I was going to play, but I'm not playing that song. I'm actually going to play track 8. For some reason, this track, for me, just shows off your vocals in a different way that the rest of the album doesn't. Track is entitled V'Hayulim Shisai, composed by Yitzi Waldner, arranged by Jan Frater, backup vocals by Yitzi. By the way, I must mention Yitzi did a spectacular job on this, and the fact that Ari Goldwag was able to use some of those choir lines that you don't get to hear that much in the song because there's music there. But now to hear
yes, they really brought out the purest form.
Definitely did that. Anything you can tell us about this song before we let you go, Eitan?
It's just this is a song that Avi Newmark particularly liked. This is the one he wanted.
And you did it? Is that what you said?
No, I did. This is a beautiful song. Avi really, really wanted it, and I knew he was right. It's a beautiful, beautiful song. And as you said, Yossi Spinner really adds with the backup vocals on this song. He really adds.
Well, Eitan, I want to wish you much hatzlacha. Great job.
Amen.
Looking forward to the music video.
Thanks for having me. Thank you.
No problem, Eitan. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Eitan Freilich, all the way from the UK. And that was Eitan Freilich. We're going to go right into his song, V'Hayulim Shisai, track 8, composed by Yitzi Waldner, arranged by Jan Frater, backup vocals by Yitzi Spinner. And you, my friends, are tuned in to the Z Report Live Lunch on the Nachum Segal Network.
She's so